36-year-old Lily had always been cautious when it came to love. After a difficult divorce, she had spent the last few years focusing on her career in London and trying to heal from the wounds of betrayal. But one fateful day, a decision to attend a psychological retreat in the countryside changed everything. The retreat was designed to help people navigate their emotional struggles and find inner peace. It was a place where individuals could face their darkest fears, deal with unresolved issues, and, hopefully, leave with a sense of clarity. Lily didn't expect much, but she knew she needed to do something. On the first day of the retreat, she met Nicholas, an intense, quiet man in his late 30s. He was tall, with striking blue eyes that seemed to look right through her. There was something magnetic about him, and Lily couldn't deny the pull. They started talking, and before long, they found themselves in deep conversations during group sessions, sharing stories of their past heartbreaks and losses. Lily felt an instant connection. Nicholas seemed kind, understanding, and, most importantly, interested in her. After years of feeling like no one truly understood her pain, this man seemed to see her. By the end of the retreat, they exchanged numbers, both feeling a spark they hadn't expected. Chapter 2, The First Weekend. A month later, Nicholas invited Lily to visit him in Edinburgh. "I think you need a break from everything," he suggested with his usual calm demeanor. Lily agreed, eager to see if the connection they had would extend beyond the retreat. The weekend in Edinburgh was magical. They explored the city's ancient streets, enjoyed cozy dinners by candlelight, and shared stories about their lives. Nicholas was open and attentive, and Lily felt more alive than she had in years. There was a moment, during a walk through the castle gardens, when Nicholas took her hand, and she didn't pull away. But as the weekend drew to a close, something started to feel off. Nicholas seemed distant, his thoughts preoccupied. At one point, Lily tried to ask about it, but he deflected her questions with a smile, saying he was just tired. Still, the nagging feeling that something wasn't right lingered. Chapter 3, The Invitation. Weeks passed, and Nicholas continued to be a steady presence in Lily's life. They spoke every day, and their bond grew deeper. But then, out of nowhere, Nicholas invited her to meet his family. "I want you to come to meet my mom," he said one evening, his voice serious. "It's important to me." Lily felt both excited and nervous. She had never been introduced to someone's family so soon. But Nicholas seemed genuine. They had talked about their pasts, their fears, and their hopes for the future. It all felt right. She agreed, and the next weekend, she boarded a plane to meet his family in a small town outside of London. Chapter 4, The Secrets Unveiled. The visit started perfectly. Nicholas's mother, Sarah, was warm and welcoming, and his younger sister, Emma, was charming. They spent the day cooking together, laughing, and sharing stories. Everything seemed perfect, almost too perfect. But as the night wore on and the conversation turned to more personal matters, Lily noticed subtle tensions. Emma seemed uncomfortable, and Sarah's smiles didn't reach her eyes. Nicholas, who had been so open and affectionate during their private moments, now appeared distant and preoccupied. As they sat around the dinner table, Sarah leaned over to Lily, her voice low. "I hope you know what you're getting into," she said, her eyes scanning the room nervously. Lily raised an eyebrow, confused. "What do you mean?" "You need to ask Nicholas about his wife," Sarah whispered, before quickly changing the subject. Lily's heart skipped a beat. His wife? Chapter 5, The Revelation. That night, after everyone had gone to bed, Lily confronted Nicholas. He was sitting in the living room, staring out the window. "Is there something you need to tell me?" she asked, trying to keep her voice steady. Nicholas turned, his face pale. He knew the moment had come. "Lily, I didn't want to bring this up yet, but I should have. I'm married. My wife and I have been separated for months. But we've been trying to work things out. Lily felt the world around her tilt. The words didn't make sense. You're married? She asked, her voice cracking. Yes. But we've been living apart for a while. It's complicated. The tension in the air thickened. Lily stood frozen. The warmth from earlier fading. She had always known there was something off. But she hadn't expected this. Chapter 6. The Dilemma. Lily was torn. She felt betrayed, humiliated, and confused. Everything had been perfect, until now. She had trusted Nicholas, and he had led her into this web of lies. But was he telling the truth? Had he truly tried to separate from his wife? Or was he just a man who couldn't make up his mind? Over the next few days, Lily tried to process everything. She spent hours walking through the small town, reflecting on her life, on her decisions, and on the choices she now had to make. Nicholas was persistent, calling her every hour, begging for forgiveness, telling her that he wanted to be with her. But Lily's trust had been shattered. She couldn't shake the feeling that there were still things Nicholas wasn't telling her. As much as she wanted to believe in him, something inside her told her to run. Chapter 7. The Final Choice. In the end, Lily decided to leave. She packed her bags and boarded the earliest flight back to London, her heart heavy with unanswered questions. Nicholas called her one last time, but she didn't answer. The trust had been broken, and there was no way to fix it now. Lily learned the hard way that some people's truths were far more complicated than they seemed, and that, sometimes, the best way to protect yourself was to walk away.